Hello and welcome back. I'm Miss Bizz. We are in northern Elsweyr, and I know I said we'd be kind of going along the southern side, southern east, whatever, of northern Elsweyr this episode, but I kind of want to make sure, check where I am with the main quest, make sure we're not getting ahead of ourselves. So I'm going to pick up the next one in that line.
Ah, Five Claw, you are a tricky one, yes? Like a mouse hiding in the tall grass. But Lirjazi found you. She always does. This one brings a message from the Queen.
All right, well, tell me the message.
The message is short and to the point. Queen Camille requires your presence at Rimmon Palace post-haste. Of course, Lirjazi can elaborate, provided you are interested.
I'm interested in whatever you can tell me.
Lirjazi hears things. She considers it part of her duty to the throne. There is talk of the moons aligning, even though the time is wrong. And soldiers were sent to the ruins of the moon gate of Anequina. The Queen will tell you more.
I'll go to Rimmon Palace and meet with Chimera.
This one also hears that the dragons gather near the moon gate as well. Bad times grow even worse, Lirjazi fears. You know, some believe an eclipse occurs when a dragon eats the moons. If that is the case here, I hope it chokes.
Any word on Abnertharn or Zamorak? Did they return from the Shadow Dance ruins?
Of course, Lirjazi keeps an eye and ear on her honey pudding and the big adept. They returned with whispered words about how they eluded a dragon and reported to Queen Chimera. Then they left the palace and went their separate ways.
Oh, do you know where they are now?
Still in the Rimmon, last Lirjazi knew. But then she was tasked with finding you and delivering the Queen's message. And that reminds this one. You should go see Queen Chimera now. She hates being made to wait.
All right, makes sense. Oh, all right, so that does remind me. They want us to go, way down here somewhere. But I'm gonna go pick up Chimera's quest, just so that we have it and we don't go too far for sure. All right, hello, Chimera.
Fiveclaw, I am glad you are here. We may have stopped the betrayer, but not before he set the moons in motion and started the eclipse. Soon, the moon gate of Anequina will open and grant access to Jode's core, exactly as the dragons desire.
How much time do we have?
Some, but not as much as I would like.
As always.
Luckily, we anticipated the connection to the moon gate. Garishri went on ahead to command the forces we sent there, though I wish we had more. We could also use something else to fall back on, yes?
What about the Dragonhorn?
The combat Dragonhorn is charged, but its ultimate purpose remains unknown.
Okay.
I do not want to waste its energy on experimentation. We will save it until absolutely necessary.
Okay.
We should make our way to the moon gate. Tell our companions, it is time.
Fine, I'll gather our
companions
allies.
left the palace to wander Rimmon and consider what is to come. Find Abnertharn, Zamorak, and Prefect Kalo. Cadwell too, if he is still around.
Okay.
I would like them to join us at the moon gate, but will understand if they decide not to.
So where is this moon gates of Anequina?
The ancient structure rises out of the jungle far to the southwest. To think, a place known primarily as a pilgrimage stop and historical curiosity may turn out to be the site of Elsweyr's most crucial battle yet.
Tell me more about this moon gate.
The moon gates are among the oldest ruins in Elsweyr. Of the few sites we know of, the Anequina ruin is the most well-preserved. Moon priests consider it sacred. The Riddlethar ties it to the lattice. The rest of us, we see a pile of old rocks.
So what actually happened to you at the Shadow Dance Temple?
I can only tell you what I experienced. I became one with the temple, with all its memories and past experiences. I connected with my bloodline, with the first Anequina herself. I was attuned.
What does that mean, attuned?
I underwent the process of attunement, the same as Anequina and the moon priests of the temple, the same as Cadwell. I know how to make the moons move, provided we find a working lunar lattice apparatus.
Can you open portals like Cadwell know, too?
Some of the stories about Anequina speak of her teleporting from place to place. I see something about portals, but it does not make much sense. Perhaps when I have had 1,000 years to practice, I will be as competent as Cadwell. Yes?
Makes a good point. All right, so I have to actually go find all my friends in Rimmon? Well, maybe we'll get that on the go now. Whee! I found Zamorak.
Quiet moments to meditate have been rare since Zamorak returned to Elsweyr. This one needed some time alone, especially after helping Tharn with the dragon at the Shadow Dance ruins.
Makes sense.
But you look like one who has important news, my friend.
Chimera wants us to gather at the moon gate of Anequina.
Zamorak suspected that would be our next destination.
Yeah.
This one noticed that the moons have shifted in the sky, moving in a way that breaks their usual pattern. The betrayer's doing, yes?
Possibly.
At least you and Queen Chimera returned from the ruins.
The betrayer set the moons to eclipse, but we killed him, and Chimera is now attuned to the lattice.
Then we still have a chance.
Yes.
Zamorak has pledged his honor to Queen Chimera. He will not break that vow. This one has a purpose again, and will see it through no matter the cost. Zamorak will meet you at the moon gate, my friend.
I'll see you at the moon gate.
Queen Chimera attuned to the lunar lattice. Zamorak never expected to see such a miracle in his lifetime. This one prays that it will be enough when we stand against the dragons.
Speaking of dragons, what happened after Chimera and I entered the temple?
About what you would expect. Tharn used flashy spells to confuse the dragon until it finally gave up and flew away. Then, we encountered a squad of Euraxians led by a necromancer. Those Zamorak dispatched. It was the least this one could do.
Oh, interesting. All right, now we need to talk to Cadwell and Tharn. Cadwell below. Is he with the weird... Oh my goodness. Cadwell, what are you doing here? Oh my goodness, you're bathing too. Hi.
Hello, come to partake in a before-the-battle cleansing. I find it prudent to make myself pristine prior to the
that
start
rust or
of a
blood?
slaughter. In my experience, the subsequent blood and gore adheres much better to a well-laundered body.
All right. Well, Chimera wants us to gather at the moon gates of Anequina.
The moon gate. I hope to wash away the memories of the betrayer, and some stenches can't be removed with soap and water. I'm sorry I made the moons move, my friend. Sorry I helped the dragons.
That was the betrayer, Cadwell, not you.
But before I became the gallantly gaunt, soul-shriven form you see today, I was the betrayer. I originally did all the terrible deeds that led us to this place. I'm rather ashamed. Dash it all.
So help us fix this, Cadwell. Help us stop the dragons from reaching Jode's core.
Yes, of course, that was my plan all along. Make up for my past atrocities by helping the nice cat people defeat the evil dragons.
Oh.
Just like the hero I was before I became the betrayer. Tally-ho, then. I'll head to the Moon Gate now and meet you there.
All right, I'll see you at the moon gate.
As nice as these facilities are, I miss the boiling plasm pools of Cold Harbor. Hot enough to melt the skin right off your bones. What an invigorating sensation.
Won't the water rust your armor?
And your point is?
All right. Good point there, Cadwell. Okay, looks like we only have, my favorite guy ever, Tharn, to recruit.
Wine used to rejuvenate me after periods of intense exertion and spell casting. Now I can barely taste the stuff. A good thing, too. Khajiiti wine is cloyingly sweet, like drinking candied plums boiled in moon sugar. I presume you have news?
Chimera wants us to gather at the moon gate of Anequina.
The Moon Gate? A noble but futile proposition, I fear. The Khajiit should pack up and flee while they still can. Let the Alliance armies deal with this. Show them some fights are more important than deciding whose posterior best fits the ruby throne.
Are you suggesting we give up, Abner Tharn?
No. Just pondering other options. Too much of what we're facing was the inadvertent result of my actions or the actions of my family. Dragons, Euraxians, necromancers. The responsibility falls to me, and balance must be restored.
So you're still with us?
Would you stand a chance otherwise? Without my arcane and strategic insights, anything you try is destined to fail. I won't have that on my conscience.
Well, then I'll
Now,
see you.
allow me to finish this sickeningly sweet inebriant. One last indulgence before the end.
Well, I'll see you at the Moon Gate.
By the way, I believe I understand the purpose of the dragon horn. After much consideration, the use and function of the ancient instrument has become clear. The Dragon Guard were clever, I'll say that for them.
You know how to use the dragon horn?
Theoretical knowledge isn't the same as practical experience, but
Okay.
I believe I understand the fundamentals of its operation. The Dragon Guard prepared a horn taken from a massive dragon and engraved it with arcane runes, giving it astonishing power.
The dragon horn is actually a dragon's horn?
Oh yes, I'm fairly certain of that. And I found historical references indicating the Dragon Guard gifted such relics to key locations. For their protection, you see. The one you located was originally in Rimmen before it was moved to the sanctuary.
So how do we use it?
We have neither the time nor resources to move the large relic, but the small horn you brought back, it's called a combat horn, by the way,
Okay.
was designed to be carried into battle. Once charged with energy, its sound weakens dragons.
Oh, Chimera charged the horn at the Shadow Dance Temple.
One problem solved then.
Yeah.
The next is sheer age. This ancient combat horn is exceedingly fragile. I'm not sure how many times we can sound the horn before it disintegrates into dust. For that reason, I suggest we save it until we absolutely need it.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. Aren't my companions gathered now? Oh, Prefect Kalo. I kind of forgot about that guy. He hasn't been as important for me. So let's carry on and see. Ah, here he is. Hello, buddy.
The quiet moments between battles. I like to spend the time catching up on my reading. History, military strategy, recipe books. My secret pleasure is a good mystery, though.
Oh.
And the new Investigator Veil is a real page-turner.
No, my goodness. Chimera wants us together at the Moon Gate of Anequina.
I've been waiting for the order to move out. I sent most of the Cygnus Irregulars on ahead with Gareshri, but a small contingent remained here in case our earlier guess was wrong.
Okay.
I assume events in the ruins confirmed our theory?
Yes, I killed the betrayer, but not before he set the moons in motion to open the Moon Gate.
Understood. We need to defend the Moon Gate and stop the dragons from using it when it opens. Keep them from reaching Jode's core.
You're pretty smart.
Well, at least now we have a mission. I just hope the Khajiit can get over their aversion to working with my troops.
Has there been much trouble integrating your forces with the Khajiit?
Queen Euraxia's tyranny made the Khajiit wary. I don't blame them for that. I just want to show them that not all Imperials are tyrants, that they can trust at least a few of us.
Yeah.
It will come, as long as we don't turn on each other first.
I'll see you at the Moon Gate. All right, there we go. Now we just need to go to the Moon Gate, which is, here we go, way the heck down south, so I can safely go ahead and take the long way. Well, guys, it looks like baby's call, so I've got to head out and finish this episode earlier. But now that we know where we're going, we will safely start our little venture downwards and see who we can help out along the way. Bye for now.